Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? As we count down the days to the NFL draft, this is the fair warning PSA that every year around this time I feel like we have to throw out there. The draft is a ton of evaluation, of course, but it is also a gigantic game of chicken. Nobody in the NFL, no coach, no talent evaluator, no president, GM, owner, nobody is going to tell you what they think about a prospect or what they're thinking to do. It's a game of poker. Why in the world would a team disclose what they're going to do? Hey, we really love Chris Olave. The Saints are on the board at 16. Team loves Chris Olave. They jump to 15. They know. Why would you do that? I mean, every year there's the pre-draft press conference for Mickey Loomis and, well, Sean Payton, now it'll be Dennis Allen. And I get why you have to do it, but you're not going to get anything from it. Why would anybody show you their hand? It doesn't make any sense. But what does happen this year, this time of year, leaks. And most of the time, it's just a smokescreen. It's meant to throw other teams off a scent, to give yourself a sort of competitive advantage, to make teams think a certain thing, and maybe prompt other teams to move. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So there was this tweet earlier today from Jordan Schultz, who, forgive me, I don't know who Jordan Schultz is. He's got a verified account. He's got over 100,000 followers. A lot of people see NFL Insider. Cool. But it's gotten a lot of attention. And the tweet read, could the Saints package 16 and 19 to move up for Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett? League sources say they're high on both quarterbacks and will consider trading up to secure one of them. Okay, I have no doubt that some league source told this to Jordan Schultz. Maybe a league source within the Saints. But I want to remind you, in 2016, if you go Google Saints Paxton Lynch, from all the, leading up to the draft, the Saints are working out Paxton Lynch. They love Paxton Lynch. It was all about Paxton Lynch. The Saints weren't drafting Paxton Lynch. In 2017, you didn't hear a peep about the Saints and Patrick Mahomes. We know now that they were going to take him at 11, but the Chiefs jumped ahead of the Saints and took him. Great play by the Chiefs. 2019, you could not have a conversation without people bringing up the Saints and Will Grier. They weren't drafting Will Grier. Every year, the Saints were connected with a quarterback in the draft. Every year. Saints could trade up. Saints are aggressive. They like to trade up. They like this guy. They worked him out. So what have you seen now? They're bringing in Matt Corral for a workout. Oh, they love Kenny Pickett. Oh, they spent so much time with Malik Willis. Of course they're going to do their due diligence. They should be doing their due diligence on everybody. But they're not going to tell you what they're going to do. They're going to tell anybody if they're going to package picks to move up to take a quarterback. So all of this right now is a giant smokescreen. Mickey Loomis did talk to Peter King for Football Morning in America, and Loomis said, quote, again, this is an on-the-record comment from Mickey Loomis, who said, we could sit where we are right now and get 3 of the top 20 or 25 on our board. That's Mickey Loomis, a quote to Peter King, basically saying, we think that a lot of players we have graded top 20, 25 are going to drop in this draft. Just because other teams have different boards and we get 3 of the top 25 players in the draft, we think get the positions to win. And I believe him. That could also be posturing by Mickey Loomis to make other teams think he's going to stand pat and not move up to get a player when maybe that's what he's doing laying in the weeds. I don't know. We'll all find out when the draft rolls around. What I know is wasn't nobody the day of the draft thinking the Saints were going to take Peyton Turner in round 1, maybe in round 2, but nobody had the Saints taking Peyton Turner round 1, so you never really know what their board looks like. ESPN did a 7-round mock, and they literally made every single pick for the entire draft. And it looks kind of like what you would expect a Saints draft to look like based on what all we're talking about right now. They actually had Charles Cross, the big offensive lineman from Mississippi State, falling to the Saints at 16. They had Jamison Williams, the wide receiver from Alabama, coming off the torn ACL, going to the Saints at 19. So right there, you get your offensive tackle, you get your wide receiver. In round 2, they had the Saints taking Lewis Sine, the safety out of Georgia. Love it. I mean, now, like, that makes a ton of sense. You get a left tackle, a receiver, a safety, all within the top 50 picks of the draft, all 3 gigantic needs that you have. It makes a ton of sense. They even have the Saints taking Carson Strong, the quarterback out of Nevada, in round 4. Cool. Whatever. I mean, I'm okay with that. Or I'm sorry, in round 3 with pick 101. If that's the way that you want to go with this, and you think that that's a guy who could potentially pick 98, excuse me, that could be a starter for you, okay, I'm good taking Carson Strong in round 3. I don't love it, but I'm okay with it. Point is, however this draft goes for New Orleans, I'm less concerned with where they take certain prospects as long as they check certain boxes. As long as you get a starting receiver, as long as you get a starting offensive tackle, as long as you get a starting safety, I'm good. Everything else, I would love it if they address running back in this draft. If they do take a quarterback they think can be a starter, okay, whatever. But as long as you address those 3 positions at some point in the draft where you feel like you got a starting caliber player, I'm going to be good with whatever order they choose to take it. If it's receiver at 16 or tackle at 16 or safety at 19 and tackle at 49, whatever it is. However, I'm generally going to be okay with it as long as you address those positions. What I will not be okay with is packaging 16 and 19 to move up to take a borderline marginal prospect when you've got a quarterback under contract for the next 2 years, and you could wait for 2 years to draft a quarterback when you regain your draft capital. To be determined. So be aware. Be aware of those sources this time of year. And remember that no coach or GM is going to tip their hand because it would be stupid to do so. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.